babe. Ooh, babe. Ooh, babe. You'll always be baby to me.
Okay, today we're cooking in Mummy's kitchen, and this is the kitchen that I grew up in from the age of 10. So this is where I learnt everything. And today we're going to cook a very typically Indian dish, mixed vegetable.
Mainly with the spinach flowering stock.
Okay, so these are flowering. Is this perpetual spinach that you've grown?
Yes, yes.
And you're using every part. So we've got the flowering heads.
Yes, and the stalks.
The stalks.
And the leaves.
And the leaves. And what are we going to do? How do we start this dish?
Heat the pan.
Okay, so pan on.
Put some oil.
Oil, ma. And what kind of dish is this, ma? What are we talking?
Well, in India, they never call anything curry. So it has got a typical name. That's called Chochori.
Okay, is that enough oil?
No, a little bit more because there's a lot of spinach. There's lots of other
How much? Is that enough, ma?
Enough,
Yeah?
enough.
Okay, that's nice and hot already. So what do you do then next?
Put some panchphoron in it.
So this is a mixed 5-spice. In the way that in Chinese food you've got 5 spices, this is the Indian version. Oh, 5 different kinds of seeds.
Can I
They're
do
popping like
something
mad.
more?
Yeah, yeah. So it's spluttering like mad. She's got a trick up her sleeve. Probably a blowtorch and a Black & Decker workbench. No, piece of kitchen roll over the top. Right. Okay. How do we know when that's done?
You can smell it.
Okay, I can smell
Yeah.
quite a bit of perfume. Lovely. Ma, how do I know that's not overdone? Those
No, it will go black if it is overdone.
It's going black, ma.
Then no, that's all right.
Okay, so we get a good shot of how we know when 5 spice is done. Those little brown nuggets are called fenugreek seeds.
As soon as they go like that golden color, it's done.
It's done. Okay.
Now, put that pepper on because it will splatter
Okay,
again.
what are you throwing in now?
The chilies.
2 dried red chilies, okay?
Yeah.
What are we waiting for with the chilies, ma?
As soon as they go a bit darker. Go on, first, cover it.
Oh, my lord. Okay,
Splatter.
so we're waiting for those to fry a bit. So we've got panchphoron and we've got chilies. Then what?
Put these.
So some chopped potatoes
And some chopped mullies.
and some chopped mullies.
Not
Mullies are radishes. You have seen mullies in any Asian grow. That's a mulli. Brilliant. That's a mulli. And they're kind of slightly sharp and cold and fresh tasting. And they smell very pungent when they're being boiled, don't they? They smell like bad sewers when they're
But
being
when it's
boiled.
cooked-
When they're cooked, it tastes like bad sewers.
No, it's
No.
totally different.
They're lovely, they're quite sweet. This is my niece, and she's learning the ropes. Aren't you, Queen? And so, Ma, all this spinach, when does this go in? Just towards the end?
When these are put fried, when they are bit done, then you put the aubergine. It's gone transparent now, isn't it? This will go. See, this is going. Can you see?
Yeah.
So, now, put the aubergines in. They just need to be turned 2 times, that's it. Because they're very soft vegetable, aren't they?
Yeah, so they just need to go in and toss, and they cook very quickly.
Yeah.
Ma, you can make this without the mullies, can't you? Because people watch it. Oh, God.
No.
Why?
Because that is the thing, that adds a flavor to the spinach. I mean, chochori, any chochori.
So you're saying you can't make a chochori without mullies?
No, no.
Okay, Mummy, but if people are watching this and they haven't got a mulli, they could make a mixed vegetable curry on this basis, couldn't
yes,
they?
Yes, they can.
Right, without the mulli. Okay, so we've put the aubergines in. We're waiting for them to just soften a bit. Now, Mummy, see this Dolly Parton t-shirt? My mother went to the Dolly Parton concert, didn't you, and bought this for me?
Yes,
What size is
She
it?
belongs to my generation.
Yeah, she does. Quite nice this. So this perpetual spinach you grow
Yeah.
and you cut and it comes again.
Yeah. This has been there since last summer.
This has been there since last summer.
Yeah.
And were you cutting it through the winter?
Yes.
That's really good. So you planted this last summer. You've cut it and it's come again until now. We're in June.
Yes.
And then that plant will die.
Not die, but it will only throw the...
That's so good. So you have this constant larder of stuff growing in the
Yeah.
greenhouse.
Yes, that is, yes. Now you add the spinach.
Spinach goes in, yeah? All of it.
Yes, slowly, because it's such a volume, but it will reduce to nothing. No, we don't cut it very small. We don't.
So the only spices in there is the parched pepper and the 5 spice
That's
and
it.
the chili.
Yes.
So far. Anything else going in?
Yes, turmeric
Uh-huh.
and chili powder.
Turmeric and chili powder, and then that's it.
That's it.
What about salt
Salt and sugar.
Salt.
One sweetener.
and some sweet? Some turmeric. How much, Ma?
That's it. Little bit more. That's it.
Yeah. Okay. And chili powder. These are the mother and father of all Indian dishes. So turmeric. How much lanka?
Bit more. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. That's
Chili
enough. Thank
powder. Okay. And stir that in.
you. Salt.
Salt. When you put the salt in,
No, I put the salt usually.
onto the spoon.
It will be enough.
Okay. And then,
I usually use sweetener, so
why do you use a sweetener and not sugar?
I don't know how, because your daddy was diabetic.
Because my dad was diabetic, so she would use a sweetener instead of sugar, and many Indians do that actually, don't they, Ma?
No, not Indians, Bengali and Marathi and Gujarati. They just say Indian is all different.
So why would Bengalis and Marathis use sweeteners?
Not sweetener, sugar. I mean sweet.
Oh, sweeteners, yeah, a sweetener.
Yeah.
Okay, so there are certain areas of India where they eat curry sweeter, they eat their food sweeter.
Yes.
Like the Bengal.
Marathi and Gujaratis.
So not all of India would add sugar
no,
to
no,
their
no,
curries,
no.
but we do.
We do,
Yeah.
yeah, we do.
So our mixed vegetables are all soft now, and they're ready for the final finishing flavour, which is a little bit, very typically of us Bengalis, a little bit of watered down mustard paste. So we're going to put that in now.
Smell it, Nisha.
Yeah, that's lovely. It's the smell of summer to me. So a bit of watered down mustard
Smell,
paste.
guys, smells so sweet. Can I smell it? Nice sweet smell.
Can I just show you this mustard paste? This is very typical. Watered down English mustard paste. She keeps it in a jar in a cupboard, and it keeps for weeks and weeks, and it's always handy then. Because, Mummy, this is a very common finishing flavour with vegetables, the way that you cook them, isn't it?
Some of them, but all of them, not all, but yes, some of them. Most
With some of them. And Mummy was very renowned for being able to turn pretty much any weed from the garden into these delicious curries. So we would have queues of people arriving in the summer months because they knew that my mother, they would say, was cooking her grass clippings. And I think this is one of the key ingredients that turns those grass clippings into something quite clever.
Mother, do you think she's good enough? For me?
Okay, so today,
Mother,
right, so what are we cooking today?
Dangerous.
chochori. It's a mixed vegetable. I don't know what kind of
Okay, so today we're in Mummy's house.
mixed vegetable.
Mixed vegetable.
But if it's chochori.
Okay.
No, don't laugh.
No, don't laugh.
No, it's mainly made with.
I have to do the introduction. So today we're